WENJ-HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
The following program is paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Red 83!
Welcome to The Locker Room.
Vince Papali, welcome to The Locker Room.
I can smell it already, Billy.
Ron Hayes, welcome to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to The Locker Room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to The Locker Room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in The Locker Room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Welcome into The Locker Room with Billy Schwein and my Locker Room Youth Movement. Producer Danny Ryan and intern Andrew Leeds on a Sunday morning, Philly style. This is uncharted territory for us there, Danny Ryan. We're actually be on the air while a Phillies game is being played.
Yeah, I don't think this has ever happened here in the locker room. So this is a treat. I mean, we're gonna give you live updates all game long. We're gonna start in about 9 minutes. Phillies in London. I love it. This is what soccer fans must feel like, right?
Well, I don't know.
Or football fans, as they call it.
Good morning, there, Andrew Leeds, the intern.
Good morning, Billy. How are we doing today?
Well, I've been fighting this cold off, and if it doesn't straighten out one more night, I'm going to the doctors because I gotta get straight, man. Summer's here. You can't have I've talked to several people. They've had this summertime cold that just lasts.
I was gonna say it
doesn't go away.
I had one a few weeks ago. I don't know if it was a summer cold. I just had some type of cold, but I still have this dry cough that lingers. It won't go away for some reason. I don't feel sick. Right. I have a cough that just won't.
Well, you're dedicated because you got in late last night when you were at the Kenny Chesney concert.
Kenny Chesney, Zach Brown Band, Uncle Cracker, Kenny Chesney.
Country Fest.
I was only there. It was like 12 at night, but then I had an hour drive home.
Right.
So it was a fun night, good time. Everyone had good vibes. I think everyone was excited about what went down in London just before that concert.
Now, has anybody, has the youth movement here, has anybody ever traveled outside the country?
Yes.
Where have you been?
I've gone to Mexico.
Okay.
I've gone to Cancun.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my only trip outside the country.
So you stayed in the hemisphere.
Yeah.
How about you?
No, technically, I went on the Maid of the Mist from Buffalo and crossed into Canada, technically. But besides that, no, I've never left the country.
Well, I've been to London a couple times. My sister actually lived in Wiltshire, which is about 5 miles from the Stonehenge.
Okay.
So I got to see that. And I've been there a couple times. Of course, it's unfair. I can fly for free when I worked at U.S. Airways.
Yeah, you're spoiled.
It's a bit of an advantage.
So it's a bit of an advantage, but London's pretty cool. I wish I had an opportunity to get over there. I didn't really, kind of busy, can't get away. But our own Mike Gill is there.
Yes,
Mike
he
and
is.
Heidi they're over. They crossed the pond.
They're at the game today.
Yeah, and so maybe we're going to try to contact Mike.
Yeah.
During the show, during the game.
Yeah, that would be awesome. We're going to try and call him around 11 a.m. If it's too loud in there, we might not be able to have him on because it's going to be hectic. I mean, it's a Phillies fan takeover over there.
Yeah.
The Mets fans don't want to waste all the money to go see a crap product on the field.
Exactly.
So it's a Philly takeover. But, yeah, excited to talk to Mike if we can make it work with the sound quality.
Of course, every Sunday throughout the baseball season, we go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, sponsored by Blitz's Market in Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the Locker Room, get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Market's got to get down there. Lot going on. How about last night, the Belmont door knock? Jason Worshorse.
Door knock, yeah.
Some guys are just blessed, right?
I mean, talk about a World Series champion.
World Series ring. Now he's got a Belmont horse winner.
It's insane. I mean, he obviously was in the Derby. I don't remember what place he finished in the Derby, but
it was like 20-1 odds in the Derby. He wasn't a favorite. He's 17-1 odds yesterday at the Belmont. Yeah. So, I mean, listen, I don't know if you saw the video of him reacting to door knock, kind of tailing away at the end. Yeah. But he sees it, he goes, come on, Come on, he's freaking out. And Charlie Manuel, hit the rail. Yeah, exactly. Charlie Manuel quote tweets it and says, "Even keel, just how I taught him."
So Dornock wins the Belmont, the 156th running of the Belmont. The Phillies, I mean, just firing on all cylinders. There's just so much to talk about with this team. You know what? One person that's not getting the accolades that he probably should have the pitching coach, Caleb Coffin.
He is. Give him a blank check and sign him for 20 years. He seems to turn every pitcher around.
Every single pitcher's pitching
and it
well.
wasn't always like that. I mean, it took him a few years to kind of find his magic and be able to turn these pitchers' careers around. But Jeff Hoffman was an absolute nothing burger before he got to Philadelphia. I mean, he was in AAA, got called up to pitch live BP to Bryce Harper when he was coming back from his injuries, Tommy John surgery injury. He's rehabbing, didn't want to do an actual rehab stint in the minors. So he said, we'll call Jeff Hoffman up. And he noticed how nasty his stuff was. And they called him up, and he's been on fire ever since.
By the way, Bryce Harper he's got his fingerprint on everything.
He does.
I mean, this team revolves around Bryce Harper, and the guy doesn't fail to shine in all the biggest moments.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about a superstar. I saw somebody.
He is a superstar. Good
in every
choice of
definition of the word. I mean, I saw somebody tweet yesterday, like, Bryce Harper is the only star of this generation in the MLB to realize that it is an entertainment as well as just the sport. Like, he is such a showman. Like, you talk about the greatest showman. I mean, that's Bryce Harper. With the way he just takes over on all of the biggest stages.
Goes 3 for 4 last night, hits a home run, and then his celebration is like so appropriate. He's in London where soccer's king, soccer rules, and he does a soccer knee slide.
He's just so – people call him a panderer. I love it. I don't care.
Pander?
Yeah, they say he panders to the city.
He's got
panders
emotion.
To the fans.
He's got emotion.
I think it's just you're trying to ruin something that's great. Bryce Harper, he runs in the dugout, high fives everybody, goes, I love soccer. And somebody goes, you've been practicing that for years, buddy? He goes, yeah, I've been practicing it for years.
But did you see his laughter? Like, he was totally pumped up in the dugout.
I mean, it's awesome to see. I don't want to see a guy hitting a home run, jogging back like it's an everyday thing. He just hit a home run on the biggest stage in London, national television. He should soak it in like he did. And I want to credit John Clark from NBC Sports Philadelphia here with this stat. Andrew kind of mentioned it before we hopped on the air. The Phillies are 22-0 when Bryce Harper has an RBI this season.
Is that right?
He leads the Phillies with
a single RBI.
It's unbelievable. I mean, it just goes to show, one, how well-rounded this team is, that when Bryce Harper gets an RBI, they're most likely going to win because the other guys are producing. He also leads the Phillies with 15 home runs, has the best slugging percentage, OPS, and on-base percentage on the team. 9 homers, 27 RBIs, and is batting .319 over his last 30 games.
That's incredible. But guess what, fellas? I don't care. The offense is great and all that stuff, but it's the pitching that's winning the day. Because without pitching, good pitching outdoes good hitting, right? We've always heard that. And we've got 4 guys in the top 6 in ERA.
It's unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
You could legitimately make a case for 8 All-Stars to come out of Philadelphia.
4 could be pitchers. 5 could be pitchers.
We talked about that last week. Nick Earnshaw set his over/under to 4.5. I mean,
I would take the over.
Do you know what their team? Do you know what their team ERA is? It's absolutely like I've never seen the whole pitching staff.
And that's not even mentioning the bullpen, really. I mean, like, the bullpen's been outstanding this season.
Right.
Yeah.
290.
It's unreal.
The complete pitching staff, starters, relievers, bench guy, everybody.
The only one who has a bit of a slow start is Taijuan Walker, but I mean, he's coming off some injuries. It's going to take some time for him to get comfortable.
Ricardo Pinto has his ERA's 10.97.
Yeah.
Then you got Brogdon. He's still on the roster. I mean, he's still got. I'm just looking at the whole thing. They got it all listed.
Yeah, Pinto's not in the major league squad anymore, but he still is in the organization.
And neither is Brogdon, but it's still on there.
Yeah.
Even with that's my point. Even with their numbers, they're still at 290.
It's unbelievable. I mean, we used to beg.
You can't make that stuff up.
You can't. We used to beg for 1, maybe 2 solid pitchers in the rotation, 1, maybe 2 solid arms in the bullpen. Now it's top to bottom. These guys are elite. And apparently Taijuan Walker, as Rob Thompson said, has been tweaking with his mechanics a little bit. He tweaked with his mechanics in his last bullpen session. So we'll see what he's got today in a small stadium in London. I mean, I'd be lying to you if I didn't think that the MLB was juicing the balls for a series like this. They always.
It's also a smaller park.
It is a smaller park, but
Yeah.
they always seem, for the Field of Dreams game.
How many homers was there? What, 2, 3 homers?
There was 3 homers for the Phillies yesterday. I don't think the Mets had any homers
they
yesterday,
had a couple
right?
of big
3
hits
home
into
runs
the
total.
outfield.
But before yesterday's game, in the
Right.
4 London games that have been played,
it's been the score-
72 runs.
Yes.
You mean to tell me those balls aren't juiced?
Well, not
I mean,
against
we had Whit-
our pitchers.
We had Whit Merrifield go yard for 3 homers. I saw
Yeah.
my good buddy Mike Doktorovitz, friend of the locker room, former staff writer.
Yeah.
Yep.
He texted me. That's how you know we're in another country, because Whit
Right.
Merrifield went yard
And-
for a 3-run homer.
Did you see how bouncy that turf was?
Yeah.
When Starling Marte let that ball drop in front
You
of
know
him,
what?
I don't know why he let him
You know
see
what
that
though?
ball do that.
What is
but
it with Nitwit? I mean, I call him Nitwit,
Nitwit?
because he's been god awful. He does hit a nice home run last night. It was a big home run at a big moment.
Pitch was
and then
kinda
the
inside,
very
too.
next inning, he makes an error.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
And he's
listen,
looking at his glove like, how did that? What happened? Like,
it's tough. I
on,
understand
man.
lack of production, and you signed him for $8 million to be a utility guy that was really going to take your team over the top. But he's never done this in his career.
he was an everyday player.
He's
right?
never come off the bench and had to get into this type of routine in his career. I mean, it's completely different when you're slated in that lineup every single game compared to you don't know when you're going to get your next chance or at bat, and you have to go in the cage and try and stay loose and try and stay ready and get that routine established. I mean, this guy's over a 10-year MLB vet, and it's the first time he's doing it in his
Right.
career. It's not an easy
I
adjustment.
mean, he does lead the majors in base
Yeah,
hits,
over
I
the
think,
past few
over
years.
the past few years. I
Yeah.
mean, but
He's been
it
a pretty
seems-
consistent guy.
it just is a shame that it's not come to fruition. But with the Phillies pitching staff pitching so well, the Phillies playing so well, being the best team in baseball, you can have he's getting away with it.
8-year MLB vet, my bad. But yeah, I mean, 35 years of age and you're just starting to become a bench player
Right,
and
right.
a platoon guy. It's tough for a guy like that to adjust to, especially when he's had the success he's had.
Speaking of which, we're talking about this. Taiwan Walker just took the mound
Yeah.
throughout the first pitch.
Oh
of
boy.
Game 2 of the London series.
Of course
I mean,
it's a
this
ball.
is live
It's a
on
ball.
the air.
There's a strike.
Oh, nice
Uh,
little curveball.
We'll get into a little Eagles talk. We might even play that clip we played yesterday from Jalen Hurts' press conference.
Yep.
I don't know about you guys, but when your quarterback doesn't give your head coach a ringing endorsement,
Yeah.
and I don't know if he was fun, like Jalen Hurts is like his personality, his demeanor is like he's trying to be like he's slow with his
Yeah,
delivery.
he's like cool and collected.
calm, cool, and collected. His personality's not an upbeat guy.
He doesn't rave about anything.
No, but when you get asked a basic question, you should have if everything's good, it should just roll off naturally.
Yeah.
You should have
you
to
would
find the
expect
words
that.
to like watch what you say. Or
Do you want to hear it now?
No,
you wanna
let's
save it for
let's
later?
save it. Yeah,
Let's
let's
save
save
it.
it.
No, I mean, I agree with you though. I mean,
We'll dissect it after.
Yeah.
Talk to Tommy Greene.
I just when a guy doesn't say a lot, that says a lot. You know what I mean? When a
Yes!
guy
Yeah, that's a
struggles to
perfect way to
find the
put it.
words,
Exactly right.
it's alarming. And Jalen Hurts, we know from all his quotes and his cliches, he does not typically struggle to find the words when asked a question. So it's a little alarming.
We got a big show lined up today. Broadcasted during the Phillies game. It's a first for me. Hopefully, we'll hear from Mike Gill. We'll try to call Mike, who's
Yeah,
actually across the pond.
Hopefully the Philly crowd isn't too loud
Yeah.
taking over London.
Look, it's all Phillies fans over there.
It looks. This is June. And
Uh,
it looks like it's a postseason October game.
Quick
at
2
the
outs.
bank.
Quick 2 outs for Taiwan.
All right, we got 2 hours to get it all in. Hey, the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing with the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about Captain Chucky's in Seattle. You got to get down there. The great seafood. Try their famous crab cakes, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano's stuffed breads, pierogies for the pierogi kitchen, stocks, pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB. Or visit CaptainChuckySeattle.com. Go down there and say hello to owners John and Kathy McCann at 4111 Lannis Avenue in Seattle City to see all they have to offer. Captain Chucky's in Seattle. It's crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim and my locker room youth movement. Producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. with Unsportsmanlike on 97.3 ESPN with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Small.
Can't wake up without it.
Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
How would you like to go to the 2025 Masters Golf Tournament? Go to ticksforgood.org to find out how you can win the grand prize of 2 weekend passes to the 2025 Masters, as well as plenty of other awesome prizes like Masters hats, t-shirts, and foursomes to your favorite South Jersey golf courses. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win these prizes. This sweepstakes is brought to us by our friends at Shane Orthopedics and the David Scales State Farm team.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. For free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County better place to live. The Camden who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Madame Giselle senses something big coming. Is it a career change? Everything looks wet. I'm going to be a swim teacher. There's a roof. A swim teacher who also does roofing. No. The roof of your RV has a leak and it's ruining the furniture. Oh, that's okay. I'm covered by Progressive. But maybe I'm a swim teaching roofer who makes furniture.
Customize your coverage with Progressive's Roof Protection Plus and be prepared for the unexpected. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Roof Protection Plus available for RVs less than 6 years old. $250 deductible applies to any claim.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you know that New Jersey is leading the nation in clean energy investments?
Really, New Jersey?
And all with one thing in mind. You.
Me?
Uh-huh. New Jersey's Clean Energy Program offers incentives and services that benefit New Jersey residents, businesses, education, government, and nonprofit entities to help them save energy, money, and the environment.
Save money while saving the planet. Who knew?
Now you do. Visit njcleanenergy.com to learn even more.
Maybe we should change our nickname to the Clean Energy State.
A message from the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities.
You're listening with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live. Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, my locker room youth movement. Producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds, as we look at Kyle Schwarber.
Did either of you guys see that? Kyle Schwarber just hit like almost a bunt
swinging bunt
to get to first. That was incredible. I've never seen Schwarber run that fast.
Bryce
Harper, weight, baby.
Bryce Harper. I mean, we just played that home run call from yesterday. Don't get confused. It didn't happen today. Like people be like thinking, did it again.
We're not bringing you to the game live. No.
He's up next, though. You never know.
But there's never a moment that's too big for him.
No.
I mean,
he's a showman.
I mean, we're talking about
the guy. He does everything right.
talking about the guy who, in his first ever NLCS, drove a game-winning home run essentially in the bottom of the 8th, down 2. I mean, this guy, he has
storybook endings.
He has no like nerves. He has no type of like nervousness.
Ice water running through those veins.
Exactly.
He just. I mean, when he was with the Washington Nationals, I couldn't stand him.
Yeah, I don't think most people in Philly. I mean, he was obviously a division.
Stand him.
He was a division
Remember
rival.
he had a fight with Papelbon?
Well, that was Papelbon. I mean,
no, but I'm still
he didn't
it wasn't a good look for him either.
He didn't run out a ball, and Papelbon, like the jerk he is, we experienced him in Philadelphia, got in his face, and then chokes the guy out. Like, that guy's a psycho. Give me a break, Jonathan Papelbon. By the way, Philly's all-time saves leader, Jonathan Papelbon.
You believe that?
That's
also,
nuts.
just so we know, JT just walked on 4 pitches. We got a man on first and second.
Can you
outs, baby?
Right, hey, you guys, I'll put $1 up. I say he goes yard.
I'll
put
$1 up.
See, I don't want to bet it because I don't want to say I don't believe in him, but
I'm not
going to
put $1 against that, but I'll put $1 up that he gets a double here.
All right.
How about that?
I think he's going to get it. I think he's going to go yard. The guy's just he's ready for prime time.
He's good against lefties too.
High and inside.
Looks like he got a normal bat instead of the Fanatic bat he had yesterday, hitting dingers with that thing.
How about Matt Strom?
Unbelievable, man.
Hasn't given up a run since opening day.
That's the beauty of Caleb Cotham, because when you get these signings, you sign a guy like Matt Strom, obviously Sir Anthony's whatever he was, he's turned him around this season. Soto has been iffy, still trying to figure him out, but Matt Strom, you signed him. Obviously, he started last year for, probably 10 games or so for 3 innings, and you thought maybe he's going to be a long relief guy. Now he's coming in pitching 1, sometimes 2 innings, and he's shut down. You didn't expect this from a guy like Matt Strom. You expect him to be around the 3 ERA mark, be pretty decent for you, maybe a mop-up guy if you needed it. This guy's been unbelievable. April 29th, the last time he's allowed an earned run.
Yeah, it's incredible.
When's the last time we've had an arm like that in the bullpen, Billy? I couldn't tell you.
I gotta tell you, this is
Brad Lidge.
Well, and Brad Lidge was perfect, but
it's different too because he was a closer.
They had Scott Air, they had Brad Lidge, they had
they did have some good guys, but we're talking about
Ryan
12,
Madsen,
13 years ago.
Yeah,
talking about 16 years ago, honestly, 2008. I mean, it's crazy it's been that long. But
post 2012,
so
I couldn't tell you.
What is the one characteristic of this team that if I were to say to you, what's the one characteristic of this team that you think is propelling them to be, because it's almost like too easy. They made it look easy yesterday.
They did. If there's one characteristic of this team, I would say camaraderie. I really would. Camaraderie or culture.
I'm trying to think
culture.
Culture is a good one. I'm trying to think of one word. I can't think of one word exactly, but it's just refusing to give up, just like relentlessly.
I'm going to say professionalism.
Yeah.
This
I'll
team,
throw one more at you. Unselfish.
Unselfish
is a good one.
And the fact that they keep, you notice, to a man, and I heard this earlier, to a man, they always praise and thank the fans.
Yeah.
Like they make the fans feel a part of their success.
It almost feels like they're doing it for the fans.
Right.
They're repaying the fans.
And I think that's a direct reflection of Bryce Harper's attitude. Because the other, he sets the tempo and the other guys follow it.
By the way, he's got a full count right now.
Full count. He's going yard right here. He's going yard.
3-2 pitch
Oh,
on
let's
the
see it. No outs.
Live reaction right here in the locker room. And he walks.
Corner.
Bases loaded for Boomer, baby.
No outs in London here.
Take a walk.
Let's go.
Chris, so we have four pitchers? Are 4 pitchers being the All-Star
4 starters? No, I don't think they can.
3 can, though.
I still don't think they can.
We have to have 3.
I don't think you can get 3 starting
think
pitchers
we're
in the
gonna
All-Star
get
game.
3
I think you'd be lucky to get 2, and you probably will get 2 in Ranger and Wheeler. Because the thing is, like, yes, you can get 5 or 6 players, maybe even 7 from one team. We saw it with the Royals back in 2014 or 15.
Did it last year.
But they not with starters.
Well, no, but no, it's not starters.
That's what I'm saying. I
Rangers
think it's
had
different
6
with starting
starters
pitchers.
in general. The Rangers had 6 starters in general, I
So,
believe. But
6,
yeah,
like 6 starting
pitchers.
But,
starting
my
players.
question is, Nola should be an All-Star.
Yeah, they
He
should
should
be.
Wheeler should be an All-Star. Ranger Suarez should be an All-Star.
They all should be.
See, I'm
Matt
100.
Strom,
I'm
Christopher Sanchez
100%
should be an
with you,
all-star.
but
Christopher Sanchez has an argument, although he won't do it.
So if we're talking strictly starting pitchers, I think
Jeff Hoffman has an argument.
You're just going to get Wheeler and Suarez as the starting pitchers, because as Nola and Sanchez, they do deserve to get the All-Star nod. They're going to say, all right, all these guys deserve it, but the 2 elite guys in the Phillies rotation are Wheeler and Suarez. As for the bullpen, I could see at least 3 guys coming out of the bullpen.
Andrew, Jeff Hoffman has an 0.90 .90 ERA with 5 saves.
He's been incredible. I think he should
are you
make
kidding
it.
me?
I mean,
I think him and
hopefully-
Strom are locks to make it out of the bullpen.
I would think so. I mean, I agree with Danny. Nola, yes, he deserves it. He should. It's almost like, voter fatigue, what people always talk about, like, oh, voter fatigue. It's kind of like that with the All-Star game, where I don't think the MLB likes to give – they're not going to give Phillies half of the starting pitchers. Because what, 5 starting pitchers make the All-Star game, I believe?
It's a typical rotation.
Yeah.
And then you get a lot of people.
So they'll make the reserves.
Yeah, they'll probably be reserved.
You know what?
think
To
they're
me, I
gonna
don't care. I want them
Ranger-
on the All-Star team.
I want them all. I would love it.
You got to have them all. I mean, they're
Voting has
all
started.
Who's better than them? I mean, if all things being equal,
I mean, Billy, if you want them all in the All-Star game, you got to get voting every day. I mean,
that's why I
voting is
think-
opened
I have
up.
not voted yet. Have you?
No,
Yeah, I
haven't
voted
either.
once.
I haven't even voted.
That's why I think, though, there's a really good chance to see 6 or 7 Phillies in the All-Star game. Not just pitchers, obviously, but just players in general because of this fan base. I mean, a huge part of this All-Star thing is the fan voting. You see guys that don't deserve to be in the All-Star game get in because the fan voting a lot. So I could see at least 6 or 7 guys, if the fans show up on the polls, to get them into the All-Star game.
All right. This team, I mean, they got bench, they got depth. They're getting great bullpen pitching, great starting pitching, and they're getting timely hitting.
Yeah,
Like look at Whit Merrifield yesterday. Hit that was a timely home run.
That ball was inside, too.
That
He
cracked the
turned on
game
it.
wide
Yeah,
open.
that cracked the game. That put it in. I mean, that was it.
Whit.
Because the Bryce Homer was awesome, but it only made it a 1-1 game. It didn't crack the game wide open until Whit hit that 3-1 bomb. And back what I was saying with my just characteristic being refusing to quit. I mean, this is the first time I can ever think of with the Phillies that they could be down 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th, and I don't think it's over. I think that there's a chance that the Phillies, because this team seems to find every possible way to win, no matter the situation.
Alec Boehm rankings this year: 290 batting average, first among third basemen, 23 doubles, first among third basemen. He's a lock for the All-Star game.
He's a lock for an All-Star appearance.
I think him and Harper, if you're talking position players, are a lock. You could make the argument for a guy like JT, what he's doing at catcher. He's slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, but he's been taking hits. He's been taking balls to the groin.
He's been beat up.
JT's been a
beat up.
warrior.
And the guys all acknowledge that this is JT is a stud. They all look up and they say, "We've got JT behind the plate." You know what I mean?
He's a warrior.
He's a warrior.
I mean, when he took that ball off, what was it?
It's a double play.
Double play. He's going to bring in a run. Boehm's going to bring in a run.
1-0 Phillies. We take it.
RBI.
Yeah, it's the first inning.
I can't believe they keep panning to the crowd. I cannot believe how much red is in there.
It's unbelievable.
It's literally looks like 80% of that stadium.
I mean, did you see Passyunk Ave, the Philly sports bar down there?
Yeah.
Topper going, getting rounds for everybody. Mike Gill got 2 IPAs from Rob Thompson.
Did he really?
Of them.
All right.
To the
So hopefully
2024
we'll get
Phillies.
a chance to hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to Mike Gill across the pond. He's at the game, so we'll give him a call. All right. Well, Danny, on the other side, we'll every Sunday throughout the baseball season, we go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Market.
The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents and brokers, lenders, home builders, and developers and attorneys to facilitate real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you throughout the entire process from contract signing to closing. From the shore to center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information about Surety Title, please call Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Once again, that's 856-988-8900.
All right, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. You got to get down to La Scala's. The food is phenomenal, but the ambiance is even better, right? They got you get that backyard. They're out on the beach, palm trees. They got a band set up,
It's beautiful.
stage. The food is that's what you want to go down there for. The food. La Scala's Beach House is in Brigantine. It opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. Starting the 10th of June, they're going to be open 7 days a week. So get down to La Scala's. They're open. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Go to LaScalasBeachHouse.com for more information. Let's eat. All right, when we return, we'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and my Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Danny Ryan and the intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The Sports Bash with Mike Gill has the best Phillies coverage in South Jersey.
Swing and a drive. Right field. Way back. And gone. Into
to the second deck. A monster homer for Bryce Harper.
Every Monday and Friday at 3 p.m. with Bob Wankel from RedOctoberPhilly.com. And Tuesdays at 3 p.m., 97.3 ESPN.com Phillies insider Frank Close answers your Phillies mailbag questions.
I love this place. Flat out, I love this place. There's nothing like coming into the bank and playing in front of these fans. Blue collar mentality, tough, fighting every single day. Reason.
It's the best Phillies talking coverage in South Jersey, and it's only on the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
To do everything I could to bring back a trophy to this town, to Mr. Middleton, to this organization. I got chills thinking about it because that's what it's all about.
On 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee. Those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning. Those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Why do so many dogs suffer from weight issues, skin problems, and low energy? It could be the popular dog food you put in their bowl each day. Veterinarian Dr. Marty created Nature's Blend, made with wholesome ingredients like premium meats, seeds, vegetables, and fruit. Save up to 54% off Nature's Blend, plus receive a free pack of our best-selling beef liver dog treats. Go to drmartypets.com/deal or text DEAL to 511-511. Text DEAL to 511-511. All dogs are unique. Your dog's results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, my Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds. As we listen to Castellano, Castellanos hit a home run yesterday. That's not today's game.
Reminder, that is from yesterday's game.
That's from yesterday's game.
He didn't do it again yet.
He didn't do it again, but he is on fire. He's how many home runs he's hit the last week?
2 weeks. He's hit 5 dingers.
He's hit 5 home runs, 10 RBIs in his last 2 weeks. On fires, but generous. 254 batting average. The last week, though, he's definitely picked it up. 269 batting average, 2 home runs, and 5 RBIs. And he's not striking out as much recently. 3 strikeouts in the last week, so we'll take it.
All right, every Sunday throughout the baseball season, we go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, sponsored by Blitz's Market in Ocean City. located at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. That's what I need. Mention the locker room, get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Go down there and say hello to Dave and Joe Newman. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in our good friend, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Good morning, Tommy Greene.
Good morning, Billy. How y'all guys doing?
I've been struggling with this cold, Tommy, but I'm here, man. I'm at work. You know what I mean? Tommy, talk about guys that are in slumps or pitchers that haven't really been pitching well, and then all of a sudden they start to contribute. How good does that feel?
Well, I tell you, man, I mean, you're a part of a unit and a team. You want to feel like you're pulling your own weight, you know, and adding to the team win. And when you start, getting a timely hit or, making a great defensive play, I mean, there's nothing else. And be a difference in the outcome of the game. That's what keeps you going. That's why you play, man. I mean, I had those type of moments.
Tommy, when you're on the team, right? And everybody knows, like, even though the Phillies are like playing really well, great pitching, great hitting, great bullpen play, but when some guys are struggling, guys notice it, right? They notice, but they're not as apt to be like, it's not a glaring problem when you're winning, obviously. But the players know it though, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, they know when somebody's scuffling, and guys try to pick each other up and little ways, because you don't want it to be where you got the guy going bad and all of a sudden he kind of gets within himself, and goes to himself and relentless in being the same person. You got to be the same person, when you're in the clubhouse, and when you can't let that your play affect you like that, where it changes you just because you're not doing well, because this game's got a great way of humbling you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you're a fair weather player, and you change like that, that's a no. You got to learn how to overcome that. And I think, with the type of a good clubhouse too, your teammates and your guys help you come through your slumps and your play better. They're pulling for you to do better. So I mean, it keeps you on that even keel a little bit, which is huge.
Top of the morning to you, Tommy. You're watching the game across the pond right now. And yesterday, Bryce Harper, obviously, showing up in the biggest moments, going 3 for 4, double, a home run. And I mean, just what is it like? I mean, seeing a guy like that, who's just
what does his leadership mean to his team? I mean, Bryce Harper is like, there's not a moment that's too big for him, right?
Exactly.
Andrew?
Exactly. What is it like having a guy like that who, no matter the stage, just is ready to step up and has no nerves?
Well, I mean, he's sort of been bred that way since he was like 12. He's been on the big stage since he was a young kid, and out there, especially when he signed, he's always been there, and he's always had that knack of producing in big situations and stuff like that. So it's sort of, he doesn't let the situation overwhelm him. He's learned that, it's a learned trait, it's, you see guys come in the postseason, I mean, I don't care what they say. You go out there and in your first postseason, they might make it look easy because their demeanor's good, but they're inside, they're racing, and it's all about trying to calm yourself down and get under control so you don't make those mistakes and get too jumpy, or pitching, you rush and you don't command the ball like you should. I was guilty of that. It's a big situation. Then you get another chance at it. Hey, you kind of learn how to deal with that situation, getting into the postseason and stuff like this. It was a huge thing because you've never been there. It's just a different type of thing. So, which is, you try to keep it as simple as you can, but, it's a learned trait. And then I think Bryce has done that, and he's had a good effect on the guys around it, as far as that's concerned. To see him have a day like he did yesterday in that situation, because it's a huge centerpiece, because they're across the pond playing, and all eyes are on, on them. And I mean, and a good thing, he had the 3 for 4 day, but you look at through the lineup, everybody had a hit in that lineup yesterday. So, which is huge.
Tommy, I want to ask you about the Philadelphia Phillies fans. You played for a few teams during your career, but I do want to ask you, and I want you to be straight up honest with me. Are the Phillies fans the best fans you ever played in front of? Because, I mean, you see them in London right now. Obviously, Mets fans, they don't want to go over to London to see a poor product on the field. Their team is not good, to say the least. And it's a sea of red over there right now. I mean, are the Phillies fans, in your mind, the best fans you've ever played in front of?
Oh, yeah, no question. No question. I mean, I played Atlanta when, there was 2,500 people in the stands. I probably knew everybody by first name, and then, I mean, I played in Houston a little bit, which was sort of the same way back in the day, but they were making a run that year in the playoffs. They were getting better. And, but by far, Philadelphia has been I mean, you go to visiting teams and stuff like that and fan bases and stuff, you see the type of fans that are, the Mets have good fans. They got good home fans for them because they get on the other team and ride them, and and it's all good. But they appreciate good baseball too, right. And Philadelphia is the same way. They expect and they're knowledgeable, but they travel so much better than the rest of them, and that's been not just for Philly fans. That's for Eagles and everything. Yeah. So, but their knowledge. I mean, I never grew up around major league sports. From being in North Carolina, we were college basketball, huge. Right. ACC basketball, which was a big thing. But I had favorite teams, favorite guys, so to speak. I didn't necessarily have a favorite team. More favorite guys. I get to see play on Sunday game of the week. So I was, never really got the gist of, the fans, that side of it, other than and big sports. And then when I played up there, it was, it was eye-opening. That's why I love them. I mean, that's why I love it. They hold you accountable. They expect good play. They expect hustle, and they're going to let you know when you're not playing well, and they're going to be right there for you when you are playing well. If you're doing what you're supposed to, if you're hustling, giving them the effort, and they feel like you are.
And it seems like the Phillies are playing for the fans right now. I mean, they're playing for each other, obviously. They're playing for the fans, but they're also playing for one man in general, and that's Rob Thompson. Yeah. Rob Thompson, he picked up his 200th career regular season win as the Phillies manager yesterday, becoming the second fastest Phillies manager to reach that feat. First since Pat Morin in the 1910s, who did it in just 4 fewer games. And obviously in the past few seasons, he's gotten some, criticism, and people haven't really loved his decisions, specifically going back to Craig Kimbrell in the NLCS last season. But I mean, this year, I believe at least, he has quieted those doubters and those haters. What do you think about Rob Thompson and just the job he's done with this squad ever since taking over for Joe Girardi? And do you think he's finally silenced those doubters?
Well, there's armchair coaches everywhere, man. I mean, everybody's got an opinion, which is fine. And they want to be heard and seen and that type of stuff. But bottom line, he's a guy that's easy to get along with. He's approachable. I'm not in the clubhouse, so it's hard for me to say. But it seems like his door is always open for his guys. The conversation I have had with him when I've been around him, he's such an easy person to get to approach and talk to. And then to me, Jim Fregosi was like that too. Yeah. He made you feel welcomed, in that clubhouse, and if there's something that, I don't know how it's run in that clubhouse, who's the main guy, who's the head guy. Mm-hmm. I know Reese Hoskins, when he was there, had a lot of input in what was going on in that clubhouse. Now it's a little bit different. You got Harper and Schwarber, and I think those, and JT, those three guys to me are the guys, that seem might be the more,
That's the old Macho Row.
You hear their voice. You can be a superstar and not be the head guy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I even think Castellanos has some.
Doxter wasn't our guy. Yeah. Dalton was. Yeah. So I mean, it's the way things go in there. But,
you guys had Macho Row.
No, we had half a squad. I mean, down there, it's like going into a neighborhood. You see that fenced-in yard. Enter at your beware of dogs. That's what it was like going down. You enter that clubhouse as a reporter. It says beware of Macho Row is what it says.
We're talking with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. We go on the mound with him each and every Sunday. Tommy, one last question. we're talking about the pitching staff, and like collectively, the whole pitching staff has a 2.90 ERA, and that includes guys that aren't even like they're they've pitched but not on the roster anymore.
Well, I mean, it's unbelievable, Billy. I know where you're heading.
Well, well, my question is, Caleb Coughlin, how important is this pitching coach? It's got to be a reflection of him. He's got to be doing a great job.
Well, a lot of times you need to stay out of the way. You know what I mean? And I look back. I go back to a team that was pretty good in its own right, and I knew the pitching coach. It was the Braves pitching coach at Leo Mazzoni back in the day when he had Maddox, Glavine, Smoltz, and Avery, and and all those guys all on one staff. Hey, sometimes you just Leo says, "Hey, I learned more from them."
Yeah, but Tommy, he's got guys like Hoffman, Alvarado, Matt Strom hasn't given up a run since opening day. I mean, guys that really weren't top-notch relievers before they got to the Phillies.
Well, I mean, the key to me, the coaches, and I've done a little bit of it. I mean, obviously not at the big league level. But, I mean, your job, to me, I think, is, you got to get to know your guys, their personalities, what makes them tick. Obviously, their mechanics when they're throwing the ball well. You got to be able to picture that on the fly. And they got instant gratification now with all the technology, and they can do it on the bench.
Right.
We had to work on it in between the side and stuff like you talk about it, and if we get out of whack during the course of a game, there's a little thing going on. He's got to be able to pick up on that to help him. The catcher does a good job of himself too. JT can help, but the key job to that pitching coach is knowing his guys, know what makes them tick a little bit, and their attitudes and their disposition a little bit. And one might be a little high strung than others. The others might be a little more laid back, like a Nola. But bottom line, do they get fired up when they need to get fired up? And pitch with that aggression.
Well, they've been pitching great, and we're loving it. It's fun. This is so much fun this summer, and hopefully it continues throughout the year and into the World Series. Tommy Greene will let you get back to the game. As always, we appreciate you, and have a great rest of your weekend, and let's go Phillies.
You got it, pal.
All right, there he is on the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline, Tommy Greene. Each and every Sunday, we go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Is sponsored by Blitz's Market in Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room and get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets, 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City.
Just about everyone in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia Eagle Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract 200-plus top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com. Once again, ken@jerseymanmagazine.com. Or call 856-912-4007, 856-912-4007. All right, we'll be right back here in the locker room with Billy Schweim and his locker room youth movement right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. with Unsportsmanlike on 97.3 ESPN with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Small.
Can't wake up without it.
Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, I'm Steve Coates. When I dine out, I go to La Barca Restaurant, located at 301 Summers Point, Longport Boulevard, Longport, New Jersey. Set in the Seaview Marina with panoramic views of the open bay and marina, La Barca offers a wide range of dining options from fresh seafood, gnocchi menu, Italian, steak, chicken, and inspired entrees. When I have company at the shore, We go to La Barca for great food, impeccable service, and amazing views. Call La Barca now for reservations 609-541-4007. Maybe I'll see you there.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
For a free home inspection, call 609-525-0111. Ask for Rob McNair or Stephen Weinstein. Financing available. They'll check your crawl space, basement, and again your living space with a free estimate. Don't let mold ruin your home and do damage to wood or cause illness to your family. Call Realty Remediation 609-525-0111 today.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Hey, Verizon customers, want the best in-home Wi-Fi? X marks the spot. Get Xfinity Gig Speed Internet for the lowest price ever, with unlimited data included. So you can stream, shop, chat, game, and work on all your devices, all at the same time. Now through June 24th, new customers can get Xfinity Gig Internet for only $30 a month for 12 months, with no annual contract, when you add 1 line of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited. For savings more than $800 over Verizon in your first year, X marks the spot. Switch to fast, reliable Xfinity Internet and bring on the good stuff. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto-pay to stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Compares promotional pricing for Xfinity Gig Internet and 1 Xfinity Mobile Unlimited line versus Verizon Fios Gig Internet and 1 Welcome Plan line. After promo, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires Xfinity Gateway. Actual speeds vary. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. Reduced speeds up to 30 gigabits of usage per line. Data thresholds may vary.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, my Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds, and that was yesterday's game, not today's game. So don't want you to get all excited.
Got to clarify.
Yeah, it's not going to
clarify that. That was Nitwit yesterday.
Yeah. By the way, we talked about this during the break. I am up in arms. I didn't even see this because I didn't have a chance to look at the lineup on my drive in. Weston Wilson at second base. What are we doing, Tom?
Well,
I just praised you, and you're starting Weston Wilson at second base.
Take it easy, Danny.
No,
Just get a couple of bats.
I'm so tired of him not playing Bryson Stott against
Hey,
left-handed
no, he contributed the other day.
He did.
He took 2 games in a row. he did.
MLB vet. He's a good player. What does Weston Wilson prove?
Wilson, you remember? How easy do you forget?
What? I remember his
very first at bat.
I remember his
he went yard. Everybody loved him.
Doesn't mean he should be starting over Bryson Stott.
No, I mean, I get it. You started Stott against lefty yesterday.
Yeah,
but give
they
me a
crossed.
break.
Maybe Stott went out last night. Had
Right.
a couple points.
Look at the
Maybe, but if you don't want to start Stott, you throw Witt at second, Pache in left, and you're good. I'm sure you're golden. What are we doing here, Tom?
What do you think about that, Andrew?
I mean, I'm not a fan of it, but I mean, I get it. You know, you want to get Stott on rest day. I mean, it's weird
How
because
can
they
you
have
guys
so
complain
much
about
rest.
that when the Phillies are 45 and 19?
I mean, you got to complain about something.
No,
If
you
they
can't.
were Philly Smalls,
Nothing to complain about here, man.
We're human. You know, we got to complain about something. But in the grand scheme of things, probably doesn't matter. Wanted to give him a London experience playing overseas. But, yeah, I was utterly shocked to see him getting a cutoff ball. I'm like, is that Weston Wilson?
especially because they got so much rest. Like, you know, going these. I guess they're traveling, but still, like, Stott got so much rest already.
So in the 11 o'clock hour, we're going to call Mike Gill. Mike Gill and Heidi are over in London. They're at the game. We're going to see if we can get it. We're going to see if we can get them to hold them.
I hope it's not too loud there, but with all the Phillies fans there, I'd bet it's pretty loud. I'd bet it's pretty loud. It's kind of,
You know, they ride on the other side of the street, right?
Yep.
They're steering with their steering wheels on the other side, the right side of the car.
Yeah, that stadium's kind of like a dome too.
Started out the whole Chris.
Oh,
Their beer's warm.
Well, not all of it is. Not all of it.
Yeah,
is. You can get warm beer, but they do
They
have cold
serve it
beer.
at room temperature.
I don't know. I have sources that say
I've been there.
I have
been to
sources that
London.
say they
I've
don't.
been there 3 times.
I have sources that say they serve it at room temp, and sources that say they serve it cold too.
Most of their beer is served at room temperature.
You're going to the wrong place. No.
I don't know.
I don't know for a fact. I heard somebody say on a different radio program that they do serve cold and room temperature.
You can ask for cold.
Okay, so they don't just serve room temperature.
But
then.
most of their
What do they,
beer
like,
is
put it
served
on
at
ice?
No,
Like,
it's
is it
just
like-
served at room
All right,
temperature.
first off, that's a travesty. You can't put beer on ice.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Nah,
saying. How do
that's-
they make it cold if
fugazi.
it's normally
Maybe
served
like
at room
bottled.
temperature?
I wouldn't. I don't know.
I hope they don't put it with
Just gotta
ice.
hit. Somebody just got to hit for the Phillies.
Schwarber.
Another
Schwarber's 2 for
single.
2, baby. Smooth singles
Singles.
machine. Oh, he's not a leadoff hitter, right, Billy?
Hey, listen,
Not a
he
leadoff hitter?
He hasn't hit a home run in June yet.
Yeah. Leadoff hitters don't have to.
That's
According to
right.
you.
Yeah, that's what you
Leadoff
always
hitters
say.
don't need power. According to you.
You don't hear me complaining.
Yeah. All right, Billy, by the way, the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents and brokers, lenders, home builders, and developers, and attorneys to facilitate real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you throughout the entire process, from contract signing to closing, from the shore to center city, and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you. 15 office locations in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. That's Surety Title. For more information about Surety Title, please call Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Once again, 856-988-8900.
All right, now on the other side, we're going to try to call Mike Gill. We're going to play Jalen Hurts for a little Eagles football game. Because, you know, when your quarterback doesn't give the coach a ringing endorsement, albeit a mandatory minicamp, you know, they're working on things. 95% of the offense is new. But you want the quarterback and the head coach to be simpatico, right?
I think that answer was kind of like, I don't know what he does around. Aside from rallying the troops, I don't know what he does around. Because, I mean,
Jalen is so even feels so
yeah.
Like he's not.
But he's
gonna
also
give a-
very vocal. He's
That
not
is
like
true.
claiming he's not going to get up in arms, but he's not one to mince his words. He talks a lot.
I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. You know what? There was a reason that we still don't know why that team, with all the talent they had last year, collapsed. What, 6 games in a row they lost?
Listen, a lot of it had to do with coaching. A lot of it had to do with players checking out at some point, realizing they have clowns coaching them.
Maybe they're
Like it's got to be deeper.
got to be exactly right.
You know what? Can we turn the page? This is a talented squad. Can we look
No,
at the
no,
future?
look, hey man, even the ultimate eternal optimist, Joe Lenigan. I got a Joe Lenigan shirt on today.
I'm gonna go break your rear views off your car later. So stop looking at that. Come on.
All right, it's the locker with Billy Swan, my locker room youth movement producer Danny Ryan, and intern Andrew Lee, right here on 97.3 ESPN, and the 97.3 ESPN.
Hi, honey. First day back at work. I'm so proud of you. Daddy, love you.
There are many reasons to start recovery. If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, we are here to help. Call us. Our trained counselors are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help. Your recovery is within reach. Call 844-REACH-NJ to learn about medication that can support your recovery. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
Is switching your wireless service to Total by Verizon easy? Now you can get 50% off any unlimited data phone plan. That's one line for only $25 a month, and you keep the phone you love. Hurry, this is a limited time offer. So phone the store or switch suavemente at totalbyverizon.com. Offer ends July 31st, 2024. Offer subject to cancellation after 12 months. Available exclusively online and in Total by Verizon stores. Requires a compatible unlocked device and SIM. See totalbyverizon.com for device compatibility and additional details. Taxes and fees may apply.
Why do so many dogs suffer from weight issues, skin problems, and low energy? It could be the popular dog food you put in their bowl each day. Veterinarian Dr. Marty created Nature's Blend, made with wholesome ingredients like premium meats, seeds, vegetables, and fruit. Save up to 54% off Nature's Blend, plus receive a free pack of our best-selling beef liver dog juice. Go to drmartypets.com/deal or text DEAL to 511-511. Text DEAL to 511-511. All dogs are unique. Your dog's results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Verizon customers, want the best in-home Wi-Fi? X marks the spot. Get Xfinity Gig Speed Internet for the lowest price ever, with unlimited data included. so you can stream, shop, chat, game, and work on all your devices all at the same time. Now through June 24th, new customers can get Xfinity Gig Internet for only $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add one line of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited. For savings more than $800 over Verizon in your first year, X marks the spot. Switch to fast, reliable Xfinity Internet and bring on the good stuff. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto-pay with stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Compares promotional pricing for Xfinity Gig Internet and one Xfinity Mobile Unlimited line versus Verizon Fios Gig Internet and one Welcome Plan line. After promo, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires Xfinity Gateway. Actual speeds vary. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. Reduced speeds up to 30 gigabits of usage per line. Data thresholds may vary.
A healthy weight, more energy, and smooth, regular bowel movements. 3 things everyone strives for.
It's me, Chuck Norris. There's one really important thing we don't talk about enough: our health. Achy joints, digestive issues, weight gain, and fatigue. We're told these are normal signs of aging. So working with a team of health experts, we came up with Morning Kick.
Morning Kick is a revolutionary formula combining 10 different supplements in one. Probiotics that help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, superfoods for muscles and joints, and several of the most powerful anti-aging supplements on earth. It'll help you feel youthful, energized, focused, and help manage stress.
Anybody can achieve great health regardless of their age.
Go to roundhouseprovisions.com. Use code SUPPORT or text SUPPORT to 511-511 and claim 40% off today.
Every purchase comes with our 90-day money-back guarantee.
Text SUPPORT to 511-511. Morning Kick. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein in my locker room, Youth Movement. Producer Danny Ryan and intern Andrew Leeds. As we're watching the Phillies game today, which is a first for us here in the locker room.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Live across the pond.
But how about this? This is going to be a first. We're going to go across the pond and talk to 97.3 ESPN, the Sports Bash with Mike Gill. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good buddy Mike Gill. He's over at the Phillies game.
I am over at the Phillies game, Billy, and I'm standing outside of Olympic Stadium here between I think the inning just ended, so it was a good time for me to jump outside and check in back over in the States.
Mike, are you having a blast? I mean, it looks like there's so many Phillies fans in London. It looks like it's a sea of red.
Oh, yeah, I would say it is probably 4-1 Phillies fans. The Mets did not show up for this event. The fans did not. There's not a lot of Met representation here. Everybody's commented on it. Definitely more Phillies fans here than the Mets fans. There's a few Mets fans walking by me. They look pretty sad, though.
Hey, Mike, how's your whole experience been? Give me a grade of the whole Major League Baseball experience, the London series.
It's awesome. I mean, this is literally one of the coolest sports experiences that I've ever been a part of.
Wow, Mike, I'm saying a lot.
I will say this: the city is so big that you don't even know that Major League Baseball is here. Right. But the Phillies fans have taken over the town, a city the size of London, you see Phillies representation everywhere. But, you know, MLB, Trafalgar Square, there's a whole MLB experience down there. And it was packed we went Friday and Saturday. Chase Utley did the home run derby against Daniel Murphy. You know, I ran into Doug Glanville, ran into Tim Kirkchin. I mean, there's a lot of baseball presence, but it's just amazing how big this city is. And nobody here, they literally don't have a clue about baseball. Like, they don't care. They don't know. The locals have no idea. This is literally Americans flying here to be a part of something cool. And it is, you walk in that stadium and it is just an awesome feeling. Like, it's pretty cool. I got to say, this is worth it. If, you know, last year, Tim Kirkchin told me, I was talking to him the other day, and he said, last year he was here for Cubs and Cardinals. He said, but I've never seen anything like the Phillies fans taking over this town. It's been so cool.
Mike, they think a pitch is a field.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of interesting dynamics with some words and some phrases that you're kind of like, wait, what? Huh?
Like being pissed. Like being pissed is being drunk, right? If you're pissed,
yes,
drunk.
Yes.
Have you been eating any crisps or chips?
I've had fish and chips. I'm actually, the reason I'm on the phone right now is because I'm going to walk out and get some what we call fries. They call chips. There's been a lot of stuff like that is kind of weird. But I tell you, the locals are very interested. They have no clue about the game. Like, they just don't understand it. They don't get it. But they are asking questions. It's a very unique experience. Like, I can't stress if you're a Phillies fan or a baseball fan, and they come back here, you have got to put this on your itinerary.
Mike, speaking of pitch and field, let's talk about that stadium over there. Does it really look like they just took a soccer stadium and threw a baseball field on it? And also, we have to settle a debate that started a few minutes ago. Billy's been to London. I heard from a few sources that they do serve warm, room temperature, and cold beer in London. Can you end that debate for us? Well, is it cold and warm?
Let me just tell Mike. I've been to London 3 times, Mike, and every time I've been there, when you ordered a beer, it was at room temperature. That's what you got, unless you ask for a cold beer.
There are room temperature beers, but they do tell you now, like, hey, this one is warm. Like, we went to a place, I asked for a beer. I said, what's the difference between this one and that one? And if you get it like in the pump, in the cask, and they have to pump it, then it's warm. If it's straight out of the tap, it is cold. The beers are cold for the most part. I have not been served a warm beer. I did order a warm beer at one point, and the girl told me it was going to be warm, so I said, give me something different. There is cold beer here. The field itself, it's you can tell it's not a baseball stadium,
right?
But they've done a good. Like, there was just a ball hit in the last inning to Rojas in center field.
Yeah, we saw that.
Where we're sitting, we lost Rojas. Like, the wall kind of hit him. We couldn't even see him catch the ball.
Wow.
So some of the sight lines are not great. The bullpens, like, we're sitting in center field. We're with Philly Sports Trips and like the tickets we have. We're out in center, left center field kind of. The Phillies bullpen is right to our right, and it's like a huge bowl. You can literally see right into the bullpen. So you and they don't have scoreboards where we live. The outfield is all scoreboards and information. Well, this field is not set up for baseball, so the scoreboards are actually kind of probably deep down the third base line and deep down the right field line. So it's a little different, trying to find information.
We're talking with Mike Gill from the Sports Bash with Mike Gill, Monday through Friday, 2 to 6. Mike, I heard Robbie Thompson got you. He bought everybody a couple drinks there the other night. Did he buy you a drink? What happened?
So we went to a bar called Passyunk Avenue, which is back in Philly, Passyunk Avenue. Right. There's a bar here called Passyunk Avenue. And for those of you who follow the guy on Twitter, UK Phillies, he has been like a rock star here this weekend. So they had a bunch of events at Passyunk Avenue, and we went over there and ran into the UK Phillies guy, so Rob Thompson was there with the coaching staff. And apparently he paid the tab and just gave the bartender a ton of extra money and just said, keep covering people until the money runs out.
Wow.
Well, I was the recipient of 2 of the beers there. It's funny. I was in the bathroom I'm going to the bathroom, and the gentleman next to me says, "Are you here for the game?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm here for the game. I just got here today." I said, "I'm kind of struggling. I'm pushing through." He says, "Oh, I'm the Phillies pitching coach, Caleb Cotham." I said, "Nice to meet you."
Oh my God!
So, yeah, the Phillies have been. I mean, the representation for the Phillies fans. Now, the Mets actually are staying in the hotel across the street from us. So we have seen them getting on the bus a couple times. I think we've seen them get dropped off and then picked up this morning. But the Phillies representation, I mean, I ran into Gary Matthews, Sarge. We hung out for about an hour the other night and just like, so it's definitely, like I said, it's been a pretty awesome experience.
And it helps that we're winning. It helps that the Phillies are as good as they are.
Well, Taijuan Walker's allowed one hit through 4. I mean, he's throwing a gem right now, too. Knock on wood, but.
Yeah. Oh, listen, everybody was disappointed that they got stuck with Taijuan Walker, but he's pitching really well. I know Suarez pitched yesterday well. Harper hit the home run. Harper and a lot of the Phillies players, like, they've been walking around town. I saw a woman on Twitter just said she's literally walking down the street, and there's Bryce Harper and his wife. I mean, they're so inconspicuous here. Nobody knows who they are.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so the Philly fans are looking at them like it's like, holy shit!
Hey,
all
Mike,
good over here.
You know what? There's on social media. There's a picture of a person wearing a shirt that says the British blew a 13 colony lead.
Well, I'll tell you this. I will tell you one thing. I am tired. I don't know what time it is. I don't like.
What time is it there? What time is it there?
It's 10 after 4.
So there's 6 hours.
Wow.
6 hours ahead of us.
Wow. It's 10 after 4
5
right
hours.
now.
5 hours. 5 hours.
I almost said
5
good
hours,
morning,
yeah.
but I mean that's not even accurate.
Yeah, we are tired. We've been all over the place. Yesterday, we did a thing called the Bermondsey Beer Mile. It's a train track. Underneath the train track, there's all the arches, and in the arches, there's all breweries. There's about 20 breweries in every arch. There's a different brewery. So we did the whole mile yesterday, and so we're tired, man. We're tired, but everybody's pushing through. We did the boat trip today with Philly Sports Trips. They had a whole boat party, pregame party. Friday night, we were on the boat with the Philly Sports Trips guys. It was a 3-hour boat ride and party. So
what on the Thames River? The Thames River?
Yes, the River Thames.
The River Thames. Did you see Big Ben?
We've seen Big Ben about 50 times.
Well, Mike,
yes,
listen.
Ben is very Big Ben is all over the place.
Well, Mike, man, thanks for taking time out. We're so happy that you're having a great time. And I'll be picking you up. What time are you coming in?
3:30 tomorrow.
All right, I'll give you an hour. You have to get through customs and everything, so I'll see you at 4:30.
Yeah, we're landing tomorrow at 3:30 in Philly, and yes, Billy Schwein came up big time. He drove us to the airport. How long did it take you to get home?
Not bad, Mike. Believe it or not, the traffic loosened up. I was surprised.
Me too, because I told my girl, and I actually feel bad. That traffic looked terrible.
What do we rope Billy into here?
Nothing could be finer, Mike.
Yeah, the getting a ride from the Shriner.
There you go. A ride from the Schwein.
All right, Mike. Enjoy the rest.
So awesome.
All right, enjoy the rest of your stay. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, guys. See ya.
There he is, Mike Gill on the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. It is cool. You guys got to make time.
I hope the Phillies come back to London. I would love to go there.
Let me ask you a real quick question because we have to go to break. Do you think coming back because they got to go to Boston?
It's a quick turnaround.
And then they have to go to Baltimore.
Yeah, it's a really quick turnaround.
I could see it being a little bit of a rough stretch. I mean, it's a lot of traveling, a lot of in and out of time zones.
Here's where professionalism is going to come in.
I think Bryce Harper said they're going to be in 18 different time zones in 17 days.
Yeah. They're going to listen. They're going to have Monday off.
Yeah,
and then they got the Boston Red Sox and then Baltimore. If they can win, and there's both games on the road.
Yeah,
if they can win, was it 3-3, right?
I'm assuming.
Yes, 3-3.
If they can go 2-4, then it's professionalism that's carrying the day.
Those are two solid teams to go on the road right out of London. I mean,
yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so for over 83 years, my good friends at Circle Liquor Store has been offering the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in Southern Jersey, just a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly and Best of Atlantic City. With the most competitive prices around, Circle Liquor is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store. Tell them that The Locker Room sent you.
All right, we want to tell you about our friends over at Captain Chucky's. They're now in Sea Isle, by the way. Well, we've had it there. It's very good. We want you to try their famous crab cakes, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano's stuffed breads, pierogies from the Pierogi Kitchen, Stock's pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. Once again, 609-905-CRAB. Visit CaptainChuckysSeaIsle.com or stop and say hi to owners John and Kathy McCann at 4111 Landis Avenue to see all they have to offer. Once again, 411 Landis Avenue. Online ordering and local delivery available. Captain Chucky Sea Isle, crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll talk some Eagles minicamp, continue the Phillies conversation right here on The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and the Youth Movement on 97.3 ESPN.
The Sports Bash with Mike Gill has the best Phillies coverage in South Jersey.
Swing and a drive. Right field. Way back. And gone. Into the second deck. A monster homer for Bryce Harper.
Every Monday and Friday at 3 p.m. with Bob Winkle from RedOctoberPhilly.com. And Tuesdays at 3 p.m., 97.3 ESPN.com Phillies insider Frank Close answers your Phillies mailbag questions.
I love this place. Flat out, I love this place. There's nothing like coming into the bank and playing in front of these fans. I get chills. I get so fired up. I signed here for a reason.
It's the best Phillies talk and coverage in South Jersey, and it's only on the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
To do everything I could to bring back a trophy to this town, to Mr. Middleton, to this organization. I got chills thinking about it because that's what it's all about.
On 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
How would you like to go to the 2025 Masters Golf Tournament? Go to ticksforgood.org to find out how you can win the grand prize of 2 weekend passes to the 2025 Masters, as well as plenty of other awesome prizes like Masters hats, t-shirts, and foursomes to your favorite South Jersey golf courses. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win these prizes. This sweepstakes is brought to us by our friends at Shane Orthopedics and the David Scales State Farm team.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
For a free home inspection, call 609-525-0111. Ask for Rob McNair or Stephen Weinstein. Financing available. They'll check your crawl space, basement, and again your living space with a free estimate. Don't let mold ruin your home and do damage to wood or cause illness to your family. Call Realty Remediation, 609-525-0111 today.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
My mom was so tired all the time. And anytime I told her a problem, she always had one solution. She'd be like, you should take a nap. Both my wrists could be cut, and I could be holding a knife. And I could be like, I don't want to be here! And she'd be like, have you slept?
From Saturday Night Live, his Netflix specials, and Peacock's Bupkis, Pete Davidson Prehab Tour. Saturday, July 20th, Ovation Hall and Ocean Casino Resort. Tickets on sale now at theoceanac.com. Pete Davidson Prehab Tour, live.
You're listening to and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northville. Billy Schwein, my locker room youth movement, producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds. As we're watching the Phillies in the fourth, they're up 3-0, and it looks like they got man on first and second base with 2 outs.
What was that? What was that you said about Whit Merrifield?
He's a nitwit.
Oh, yeah.
He's still nitwit.
Nitwit, who's got an RBI and a 3-run bomb in the past 2 days.
Yeah, 4 RBIs in 2 days.
Oh, nitwit, though, right?
I still call him a nitwit.
I prefer Whizwit. All right?
Whizwit.
That's what I prefer.
All right. Let's talk a little Eagles football. I got my Lenigan plumbing and heating shirt on, so it's green. It's not the Eagles green, but it's green. It's
it's close.
It's close to midnight green.
Yeah, it's pretty close to midnight
I
green.
love this. Is a nice shirt. Joe Lenigan's the best, but he's the internal optimist. He thinks the Eagles are going to go 16-1.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, I
They'd
can never predict a team, even if I think they're the best team ever.
Full disclosure, Andrew, he says the same thing every year because that's why I call him the eternal optimist.
Yeah.
He's a big Eagles fan. He loves the Birds.
Yeah, I
like
love
the
the
Phillies
Birds, too.
fans travel, so do the Birds fans.
I love the Birds, too, but 16-1. I don't know about all that.
I am worried. Now, you're going to poo-poo me because you think I'm being negative, Delphi, or whatever you're going to call me.
No, I think
but
there's some
concern.
worry.
There's some concern there. Because you know what happens when you have something permeate the team, and then when you start losing, it manifests itself. It gets worse.
Yeah.
When you win, it doesn't matter. Everybody's happy. Kumbaya. But when you lose and you have issues like what we might be seeing, I'm not saying there's a definite issue, Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
But where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we can't say for 100% certain anything on the matter. I mean, maybe Jalen Hurts was just, trying to think of the best way to put it. But, I mean, when you're coming off a season where, people were calling for Sirianni's head last year. I mean, this wasn't just, some people were like, people wanted him gone. So you want to see at least like a little bit of confidence coming from your quarterback.
A little bit.
Especially after all of those questions we had, for him to just kind of be I don't know.
So he, during the week, after the mini camp, he had a press conference, and here's what he said.
Hold on.
Hold on, stop it right there for a second.
Yeah, it's done. That's all it was.
Is he tired?
That's what I was going to see under the
Give
weather?
me an excuse. Give me something that I can blame it on. Because did you hear? I bet we should have counted the seconds between two pauses there.
Here's my.
If you really like your coach, you're gonna have. Oh man, he's the best. He's this. He's that.
It's not going to take you that long. But what are you saying, Danny?
No, here's my thing. I mean, they're not the same personality. They're not even close to the same kind of person. No. I mean, you got Jalen Hurts, who's very even keel. He's stoic. He's got all these cliches, and he's a silent leader. Whereas Nick Sirianni is a cheerleader.
We saw them in the Super Bowl. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Hold on. Let me finish. He's very vocal. He's very rah-rah. He, you saw what happened after the Chiefs game when they beat him in the regular season. What's that, Chiefs fans? So they're not the same personality, first off. So that's already a disadvantage between Hurts and Sirianni. But second off, we knew this was going to be Nick Sirianni's role at heading into the season when they hired Kellen Moore. We knew he was going to be, for lack of a better way to describe it, a supervisor. People want to say CEO, head coach. No, he's not even a CEO, head coach.
The question was,
he's a supervisor at this point.
But Danny, the question was, is he open? What do you think about your head coach being open to change and being able to work with the offensive coordinator? Come on, man.
I mean, he let the offensive coordinator take the reins. I think. But it was a weird question. I'm not trying to defend him too much here.
We can play the question.
It was a weird question. I'll stop it here after the question. What have you noticed about Nick being open-minded to changing the offense? What does it say about him?
If I'm the quarterback of that team, I think it's great. The fact that the coach is able to.
It was a bad answer, yes.
It was a horrible.
But
answer.
also,
It doesn't
too,
take
it's
that
like
much thought.
this is
Danny.
nothing normal, though. This is nothing normal. Since what, week 6 or 7 of 2021, he hasn't had control of the offense, and he's been open-minded to letting other guys take the reins. So this isn't anything new.
Some guys,
this is what Hurts has done with for the past 3
guys
years.
let you see into their soul by what they say or what they don't say.
I get it. By not saying a lot, he said a lot. But at the same time, I think just trying to play devil's advocate a little bit here, it's a weird question. And yes, Hurts could have had a great answer. He could have whipped out one of his cliches and gave us something inspiring to give us confidence. And we could have got out of minicamp without any concerns. I understand that. But I also I acknowledge that I think that this quote and this audio is being blown way out of proportion. Like, this is, we knew Nick Sirianni was going to be a supervisor.
But Danny,
all he's doing is delivering messages at this point and trying to rally the guys and create a good culture. That's his job.
Just wasn't a ringing endorsement.
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
And from your quarterback, your $200 million man, your leader, especially after the way they collapsed last year, you want to make sure that everybody's on the same page and it's kumbaya, because when they start, if they start losing, I'm not saying they will, but if they start losing, this is the stuff that's going to fray. It's going to fray apart the tire. The tread's going to start to come off the wheel.
I do agree with Danny. I do think it might be blowing out of proportion a bit, just because we don't know. Maybe, like, again, the ins and outs of their relationship, and we don't know 100% the facts. But again, if the losing comes, people are going to point to this as like, oh, the signs were there the whole time. It might not be that deep, but at the same time, like Billy's saying, you do want to see more cohesion. Again, I don't think it would have been that much for him just being, oh yeah, it's great to see that he's willing to make change. It's a weird question. I will give it that. But
it's weird.
For him to take what, a 8-second pause? I mean, it's not that weird of a question. He could have come up with something.
Maybe he was. Maybe I don't know. Give me an excuse. Maybe he was tired.
Well, here's
maybe he had something on his mind.
I mean, he just got done minicamp. Maybe he's got a lot on his mind, and that question kind of confused him a bit. But here's another thing that people are throwing around. I also think is being blown out of proportion, and it's just pure speculation. People think because his buddy, Brian Johnson, who was obviously the offensive coordinator, was the QB coach the year before when they had great success, people are speculating that possibly the relationship between Sirianni and even maybe the front office, which I doubt it. I really doubt
they got rid of his guy.
People think it might be damaged because they got rid of Brian Johnson. And, listen, if that's the case, grow up and get over yourself, Jalen Hurts, because that was the worst offense for the final 7 weeks that I may have ever laid my eyes on.
Offense looked like the worst.
Let alone the Eagles.
The best example is
no imagination, no scheme. There was nothing.
The bubble screens were ridiculous.
The wide receivers even said they were running their own routes.
Yeah, I mean, they were at a certain points running just fade routes and throwing up their hands, and Hurts had no one to go to because, one, they weren't open, but two, he couldn't read the blitz. So at the end of the day, Hurts, if that's the reason that you're upset with Nick Sirianni or even the front office, get over it, because that was an awful offense and honestly made you a much worse quarterback. You look like a shell of yourself for the final 7 weeks of that season.
And again, we're not saying that 100% is the truth.
That's
but
what,
if that is,
people
if
are
that
saying.
is that truth, the big caveat, if that is the truth, I mean, yeah, you got to look past the fact that, yeah, you knew this dude since you were growing up as a kid in high school. You got to look past all that, and you got to see what happened on the field last year.
I don't think that's what's going on, though, to be honest with you.
I surely hope that's
because he wasn't, he loves Shane Steichen when he was succeeding. He should love whatever is going to make him the best quarterback he can be at the end of the day. And I don't know. I just think that if he's holding that grudge, you're not professional.
Right. All right.
Yeah, so for over 83 years, my good friend Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in Southern Jersey. Just a stone's throw away from Ocean City, it's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly and Best of Atlantic City. With the most competitive prices around, Circle Liquor is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store. Tell them that The Locker Room sent you.
All right, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. You got to get down there. The food is phenomenal. La Scala's Beach House is in Brigantine. It opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're open 7 days a week starting June 10th. All right, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Get down there. The ambiance is great. The food's even better. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker with Billy Schweim and my locker room youth movement. Producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. with Unsportsmanlike on 97.3 ESPN with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Small.
Can't wake up without it.
Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again and again. Call and again and again.
Hi, I'm Steve Coates. When I dine out, I go to La Barca Restaurant, located at 301 Summers Point, Longport Boulevard, Longport, New Jersey. Set in the Seaview Marina with panoramic views of the open bay and marina, La Barca offers a wide range of dining options from fresh seafood, gnocchi menu, Italian, steak, chicken, and inspired entrees. When I have company at the shore, we go to La Barca for great food, impeccable service, and amazing views. Call La Barca now for reservations, 609-541-4007. Maybe I'll see you there.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Serving my country required sacrifice that changed my life forever. I remember the day I came home. Because of my injuries, this house wasn't right for me anymore. I remember the narrow doorways, the small bathrooms, the shelves out of reach when in my wheelchair. Every day was full of obstacles. I felt trapped. I remember a better day, the day my family received a specially adapted custom home from Homes for Our Troops. That day changed everything. Now we have a safe and accessible home to enjoy the freedom I fought for. This place, our home, is exactly what we needed to rebuild our lives.
Homes for Our Troops builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans and enables them to rebuild their lives. Join our mission at hfotusa.org.
New Jersey is leading the nation in clean energy investments with one thing in mind: you. Planet. New Jersey's Clean Energy Program is a statewide program that offers incentives, programs, that benefit New Jersey residents, businesses, education, government, and nonprofit entities to help us all save energy, money, and the environment. Discover how you can start saving today and help ensure a cleaner future. Visit njcleanenergy.com to see what New Jersey's Clean Energy Program can do for you. A message from the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwan on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, my locker room youth movement. Producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds. Now, you just read something you saw come across social media about Nitwit.
Yeah, no, Whizwit. Yeah, so Whit Merrifield so far this season. RBIs in Philadelphia, he has 3. RBIs in London, he has 4. So maybe we should decorate Citizens Bank Park to look more like London when we get back. So maybe we should produce. Same thing with Taiwan.
Maybe if he listens to the BBC, he'll think he's in London.
I was going to say, somebody tweeted that Phillies trade deadline target should include importing some stuff from British to make Taiwan and Wit.
Bring some fish and chips over for their pregame meal.
I still love that shirt, though. The British blew a 13-colony lead.
You're a big fan of that one.
Right now on the line with us, a good buddy of mine. Will, let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room a good buddy of mine, Will Araby. What's up, Will?
Hey, Billy, great show, man. Listening to it right now in the office.
I got to tell you, man, we're having a lot of fun today. You know what? But you know what's really fun, Will? These Phillies are like unbelievable. It's like it's almost too easy.
They're so fun to watch. It looks like they actually like each other. They're just and I'm a Yankee fan, but I'm watching the Phillies, so it's good stuff. It's really good stuff.
So, Will, you're a Yankees fan?
Yeah.
Why are you a Yankees fan?
I grew up in North Jersey with my parents, so
They took a spanking last night to the Dodgers.
Yeah. For finally.
So, Will, what do you got going on this summer? You're a busy man, aren't you?
Yeah, man. I was in the restaurant business for 35 years and kind of retired from it, but now I'm back in it. I'm running that restaurant in Longport called La Barca.
Oh, yeah.
What a fantastic property, man. It's just the views are amazing. The food is ridiculously good. And
I heard the happy hour is a blast.
Billy, the happy hour, it's a 5-hour happy hour.
I'm coming down
12
there.
to 5 every day at the bar. And a pasta. Any pasta is, $11. You got $3 off drinks, $5 drafts. It's crazy, Billy. 5-hour happy hour at the shore.
And it's a great location for a restaurant bar. I mean, you're like between Ocean City and Longport. You're right there on the bay. I mean, the ambiance is second to none, and you got a marina there too.
Yeah, it's the perfect setting. We don't have, that's the thing that frustrates me down here at the shore. We don't have a lot of stuff on the water with like great views. I mean, you have the Deauville, that's nice. But if you want to do something like a nice dinner out, La Barca is it, man. It's got it all.
Will, would you be opposed to seeing the Phillies and the Yankees in the World Series?
I'd love it. I went to the 2008 World Series. I went to Philly Stadium. I didn't wear any Philly gear. I was on the 700 level. And the kid next to me goes, "How come you're not rooting for the Phillies?" I said, "I was a Yankee fan." And his whole family turned on me. I had to watch the rest of the World Series game in the concourse.
I don't blame him. I do the same thing to you. And I like you.
It's a whole different demeanor up in that 700 level.
Yeah, you don't want to be wearing opposing teams' gear in the 700.
Will, we appreciate you, and we'll get down to La Barca. We'll get down there this summer and have a lot of fun. It's going to be a great summer, and I'm coming down to see you.
Excellent. Thanks for having me on, guys. Have a great day.
There he is, Will Araby from La Barca. It's a great location, man.
Yeah, no, great spot, Longport area.
So I can't wait to sample the food. We get an opportunity to go out and do some things with some of our sponsors and advertisers, and I want to welcome Will and have a lot of fun with that this summer.
I don't know about you guys, but he convinced me. $5 happy hour?
Yeah.
We could, and a 5-hour happy hour?
5-hour happy hour.
Oh,
that's
my gosh.
incredible.
It's close. It's centrally located.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I have a new place on my bucket list right now down the shore. So get out to La Barca.
Speaking of, you guys do know what Big Ben is, right?
Oh, of course.
What is Big Ben?
Ben Roethlisberger. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a clock, Billy. It's a clock.
All right,
just big tall clock.
All right, just you guys, a little
riveting landmark, a clock.
What? Let me see. Test your historical knowledge.
Oh, brother.
Shoot.
What happened on June 6th?
What year?
1944.
Is that D-Day?
Very good.
It's D-Day. It sounded right. It sounded right.
Celebrated the 80th anniversary of D-Day.
That makes sense.
Where was D-Day, Danny? Where was it?
Yeah, I got about like a C+ in history.
Where was
I know
D-Day?
this.
I was about average.
And I'm not trying to show you up or anything.
Listen,
is common knowledge.
I could care less. I don't know.
You don't know where?
Can I take a guess?
Nope.
Yeah.
Normandy?
Normandy. Do you
Normandy
know
Beach.
You know the 5 beaches that were stormed?
I don't think I could do that one.
Juneau, Sword, Gold, Omaha, and Utah.
Yeah,
the United States, the armed forces, the United States Armed Forces were Utah and Omaha. They were the beaches that we stormed. They were the most dangerous. But yeah, 80 years ago, and we want to thank the veterans. We had Memorial Day.
We had Memorial Day
right?
a few weeks ago.
We remember those who perished, paid the ultimate sacrifice. But that generation, my father's generation, was the greatest generation. That if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't we'd be speaking German right now.
My great grandfather.
The Germans. But that shirt that's on social media is so funny.
Yeah,
the 13 columns.
No, I know. Obviously, tongue in cheek, saying I could care less. Honestly, I'm not as informed on that stuff as I'd like to be.
Yeah.
But
Listen, I'm a history.
they still, I respect them. They made the ultimate sacrifice, a lot of those men and even women. So, just, you can't joke about it too much. And obviously, I don't know the history the way I would like to, but I mean, you're right.
What did you get to see? You got to see in history?
I was about average in history. I didn't love it. I thought it was boring. But now, if I were to go back and learn it, but yeah, I'm a young guy. I have no attention span.
Right.
Honestly, now if I were to go back and learn it all over again, I think I would be much more interested.
Yeah, there's so much.
I always liked history.
I was always intrigued by history. My father was at Pearl Harbor when it was attacked. When he got there a couple days after it was attacked. So my father was there. My father's interned at Arlington National Cemetery. And I always used to ask my father about World War. So did my brother Bobby and I we were very inquisitive. Asked my father a lot, and I guess that's how I got into that. Plus, it was the only subject that I excelled in.
Really?
Yeah. No, history. I was always pretty
that
solid.
Jim.
That Jim.
Yeah, history. It's one of those classes I feel like, especially growing up, where like as long as you can retain information easily, you're pretty much set. Which it can be tough again in this generation, especially where we got so many distractions.
I think I had an undiagnosed case of ADD when I was growing up because I could not retain too much information. I was just bored by it. But you're a youngster, you don't really care too much about it. It's like, why would I care about what happened before me? But my brother, huge historian, and he gets me intrigued a few times, even to this day when he brings up stories.
I watch a lot of the History Channel and American Military Channel. That's all I watch.
Well, I will say I grew up on a lot of History Channel.
Color.
Discovery and History Channel were always on my television in my house.
For me,
because
the
of my
History
dad.
Channel is always for Pawn Stars. When I turn on the History Channel, I feel like that's all it's ever
American
on.
Pickers. My dad, he made me grow up on that show.
I was gonna say though, similar to Billy, my great grandfather. I think he was at the beach at Normandy.
Oh, get
actually.
out!
So
Really?
That's why, great grandfather. He's no longer with us. Walter DeWitt.
In the first day, I think we lost like 4,400 people in 2-3 hours.
Yeah, he served
4
in World War
hours.
II. I think that's why I knew a lot about World War II and specifically.
The Phillies now are up 3-0, right? I think it is. We're looking at we're up 3-0. Castellanos is up, and he's got
bottom
a
of the fifth.
man on first, and he
That
just
popped up.
All right, but
He's back.
Listen, he's been playing well.
He's been playing average.
Yeah, he's 1 for 3 today.
He's
now.
been playing better than the bar that he set, which was below 200.
Right.
Which is,
he's about 250.
He came into this game at 215 batting average. I think he's got 9 home runs now.
All right.
So,
the NBA finals are tonight.
Game 2.
The Mavericks got crushed by the Celtics in game 1. Do you see anything changing?
I think it could. I mean, when I watched game 1, the main thing that I took away was that Dallas just looked so off. I mean, it didn't seem like a case where Boston was. They were outplaying Dallas, but it's not it didn't seem like they were getting the best of Dallas. It seemed like Boston were kind of just coasting and Dallas were playing poorly. I think Dallas, they might have, that week off might have been too much for them. I think they're going to get into swinging things. Maybe not tonight. Boston might take a 2-0 lead.
You're pulling for the Mavs.
I'm pulling for the Mavericks. Definitely.
Nobody likes Celtics, right?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Luka. I hate the Celtics more than probably any other team in sports.
The same way, right?
Yeah, I'm the same way. And the difference between these two teams is that the Celtics are so deep that if Tatum's off, one of the games, or if Brown's off one of the games, another guy can step up. Drew Holiday is a star in this league. Derek White is one of the most underrated guards in this league. And then Kristaps Porzingis plays 21 minutes in game 1 and drops 20 points. And I think that's really where the Mavericks messed up. Kyrie was rattled in Boston, where he used to play. The fans hate him there.
0 for 11 his last 11 games against Boston.
Yeah, he's been very bad in Boston in TD Garden.
Minus 19, I think he was.
So when he doesn't show up, and then you put Derek Jones Jr. on Kristaps Porzingis, who's 7'2", Derek Jones about 6'10", you're going to have a rough day at the office. Now, they adjusted. They put Gafford and Lively on him throughout the game after the first quarter and a half. But when you start the game off like that and you get 20 points from a guy who hasn't played in 38 days, pardon me, you're probably not going to win that one. I mean,
so they had a cakewalk to the finals. They didn't have to play him.
Yeah, I mean, they did. They were fine without him, and he comes back, and he makes them that much better. So, I mean, even Al Horford, a guy can hit, 5-6 corner threes if he's really hot.
He sickens
always
me, Al Horford.
Gets under my skin.
We didn't use him right, but man, he could have played much better. I mean, at a certain point in your role, you have to adjust.
Bomb got picked off. They called him safe. They're going to go review this.
Yeah, I think
he's definitely out.
Return.
Look at that.
By
the way, you see those gloves that they wear? Those dish pants.
Yeah, the oven mitts.
I can't.
They look silly.
Come on, man.
I mean,
well, they do give an advantage.
Throw some.
You can't see you can't see their fingers. You don't know if they're actually touching the bag or if it's just the oven mitt touching the bag.
Real quick,
I would never. You wouldn't catch me dead wearing one of those things.
Yeah, real quick, back to the Celtics Mavericks. You talked about all the great players. Did you see what Jason Kidd said?
Jason Kidd, the Mavericks head coach, is playing.
I didn't see this.
He's playing mind games. I'll let Andrew explain it.
Yeah, so he went doing the press conference yesterday, going to the game, was asked about Jaylen Brown, and he said, well, yeah, he's their best player. So, so we expect, just completely not mentioning Tatum. And then they go to ask the boss, and Tatum says, it's a team sport, doesn't get under my skin. Drew Holiday then on the Celtics says, yeah, I think he's right. Jaylen Brown is our
Drew
best
Holiday
player.
agreed.
Like, why are you feeding into what
Jaylen Brown and Tatum both said, listen.
You think it'll affect their chemistry?
He said, I've got no reaction on that. People have tried to separate us before, try to get one of us traded out of here, say one's better than the other. That's what Jaylen Brown and Tatum said.
I'm more worried about what Jalen Hurts said about what he did say about his coach.
But the veteran point guard Drew Holiday goes, yeah,
at
I think he's right.
At least they're in the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anything helps to get under the other team's skin.
That's definitely one thing to monitor for tonight, though. I mean, coaches are known to play mind games like that.
Our Mike Carlin,
yep.
Back in February, he called Dallas and the Celtics.
Well, he knows ball. He's a basketball guy.
He said Porzingis is going to be
He's our guru for a reason.
They, by the way, stole Porzingis. Stole him from the Wizards. You know what they gave up for Kristaps Porzingis? And 2 first-round picks.
Really?
They got 2 first-round picks with
2 first-round picks
for taking on Kristaps.
And you know what they gave up? Marcus Smart.
Oh my!
That's it. They got 2 firsts and Kristaps Porzingis. Granted, he has his injury problems.
I went to a Wizards game when Porzingis was with the Wizards earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to be fair,
7-2, man, the guy's smooth.
He's always been a solid player his entire career. He just really hasn't found the place where he fits in. Obviously, he was a former Maverick. He's playing against his former team and former teammate in Luka Doncic. But just to wrap up my thoughts on this series, if the Mavericks want a chance at winning this, Kyrie and Luka have to show up for every single game. And if they don't, who else are you going to go to? Right. I mean, PJ Washington, he's probably their 3rd best scorer.
See, that's why you have to have 3 stars, not just 2.
Yeah, and they have a lot of good role players around them. But if Kyrie and I don't expect Luka to be off many games, but if Kyrie's off playing in the Garden and he's rattled, they have no chance in this series. I mean, Luka had a great game. 30 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. Probably should get more assists and get the other guys more involved. But it's tough to do that when they're not hitting shots.
Again, if you're a Dallas fan, you're hoping that game 1 was simply just rusty from having a week off. That's the best case scenario, is that they were just rusty. Again, they looked so bad. There's no way they don't play better.
It's ridiculous. And we're gonna have
every other day.
We're gonna have 2 more weeks of this NBA Finals. It was 9 days in between the conference finals and the finals. They're just trying to extend this as far as they can for ratings.
All right, the Stanley Cup playoffs, Edmonton and the Panthers. I can't stand the Panthers.
Yeah, I want
the Edmonton. I don't care they're in Canada.
Take you back to the days of Gretzky.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't know. I can't look at Florida as a professional hockey place.
Yeah, I get what you mean exactly. Like, I was talking about this with my brother.
Are frauds.
They've also won a lot in hockey the past couple years
with the Lightning. Yeah, I
talked
with my brother. There are certain franchises. I know it's not great. Not that Florida is a small market, but there are it's not great. We want to see small market teams do well.
Even the Miami Heat. When I went to the Heat, my daughter and I, Eliza Grace, and I went to the Miami Heat Sixers game in Miami. All the fans were for somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean, you saw when we played them, 2 years ago in the semis with the Sixers versus the Heat. The Heat fans, it was 7 o'clock. They hadn't shown up yet.
They arrive at the halftime.
Yeah, and they leave by the end of the 3rd.
They don't want to get off the beach. It's beautiful down here.
Why would you? I mean,
there's certain franchises that I just don't care to see. It makes it feel not like the championship to me. And the Florida Panthers being in the Stanley Cup final,
good point.
It kind of ruins the mystique of the Stanley Cup.
I got you sitting in that chair.
I will say they were arguably the best team in the NHL the entire season. Would you want some scrub team to just get steamrolled by the Oilers? And also, you get the best team in the NHL, arguably, all season long against the team with the best player in the NHL, and Connor McDavid.
I was just going to say, if Connor McDavid doesn't win the Stanley Cup, he's going to be compared to some of the guys that just can never get it done.
Yeah.
It's going to start.
He's got time still, but I mean, listen, he is like Kyrie Irving on ice with his handles with that puck, man.
Let's answer this. This is Mr. Met, and he's getting his butt kicked, and I gotta roast him on the radio. Let's see if we get him. Get him in here. We'll get him in here quick. All right. Mr. Met.
Hey, you know what? It just might be, and I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years, I might owe you a lunch.
That's right. I'm getting very hungry right now. I think I want to go down to Blitz's or Rendazzo's.
Billy, when aren't you hungry?
When I get to that parking lot, I'm going on a diet, Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Hey, you're Mets, man. Are the Phillies that good or the Mets that bad?
You know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
I want to hear from Mr. Baseball.
It's both. It's both. The Mets can't hit their way out of a wet paper bag.
What the heck is wrong with Jeff McNeil? There's a guy that's on there.
He's been struggling.
Yeah.
Nemo, he's struggling.
I think he's gone at the deadline for them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I just don't get it. You know, they have. I don't get it. They can't hit.
It's beautiful to hear.
So that's the Mets personified.
You,
I don't get it.
After you lose today, I think I want either get me a hoagie at Blitz's, or I'll take a something at Randazzo's. Maybe that cheesesteak up there. They got a great cheesesteak.
How about a salad?
Mr. Met, I got one more question for you before we let you go because we've got to hit a break here.
Yeah.
Pete Alonso, impending free agent this offseason. You guys obviously aren't in a great position. We'll see if you're buyers or sellers. I tend to think sellers. I mean, you never know, though. Cohen's aggressive. But do you think you sell Pete Alonso at the deadline and get what you can get for him while he's still on the team, or does he walk as a free agent?
Oh, you can't sell. You got to sell him. You gotta
sell him. I mean, but there's a chance you re-sign him, maybe. I mean, if he likes New York, gets the money he wants, you could take that risk.
He'll get you 30
runs. You know, they're not. Yeah, I know. Home runs are home runs. He's not a bad first baseman. He's a solid fielder. He gets it. You know, sign him or let him go at the free agency. You know, to get something for him. Mm-hmm. Just don't not let him sign. You know, you got to get something for him.
Yeah.
All
right, Mr. Met. I'm glad you took a little humble pie today. I like that.
I did.
All right. You called up. You're a brave man. I like it. Getting roasted on the radio. Nothing like Jeff Dowd.
Yep. Well, you know, like I said, I think this is the first time in I don't know how many years that I've owed you.
Right,
you know, I've always been up.
Yeah, I know you have.
I've always been up.
All right, Jeff, we got to roll, brother, but I love you, and I'll see you at the parking lot.
I'll see you soon. Bye.
All right, there he is, Mr. Met. All right.
Yeah, so for over 83 years, Circle Liquor Store is offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in Southern Jersey. Just a stone's throw away from Ocean City, it's a landmark. With a family staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly and Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store. Tell them I sent you.
Just about everyone in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia Eagle Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract 200-plus top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or call 856-912-4007. All right, when we come back, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein and the Locker Room Youth Movement right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The Sports Bash with Mike Gill has the best Phillies coverage in South Jersey.
Swing and a drive. Right field. Way back. And gone. Into the second deck. A monster homer for Bryce Harper.
Every Monday and Friday at 3 p.m. with Bob Winkle from RedOctoberPhilly.com. And Tuesdays at 3 p.m., 97.3 ESPN.com Phillies insider Frank Close answers your Phillies mailbag questions.
I love this place. Flat out, I love this place. There's nothing like coming into the bank and playing in front of these fans. Blue collar mentality, tough, fighting every single day. I get chills. I get so fired up. I signed here for a reason.
It's the best Phillies talk and coverage in South Jersey, and it's only on the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
To do everything I could to bring back a trophy to this town, to Mr. Middleton, to this organization. I got chills thinking about it because that's what it's all about.
On 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hundreds of seconds in stock and on sale.
at Tom's River Auto Group, and not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Score free gifts for the greatest dad this Father's Day at Lowe's. Get a free Select Cobalt tool with your purchase of a 24-volt max battery 2-pack. And get a free Select Craftsman string trimmer or leaf blower with purchase of a Select V20 push mower up to a $149 value. Lowe's knows dads. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 6/12. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Volkswagen studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, my Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Danny Ryan, intern Andrew Leeds. Great show today, Andrew.
Yeah,
great show today there, Danny.
I was going to say, I don't get a great show, too. What?
You get one.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we brought the energy today, you know.
Like I had like the show. I'm not feeling well. The show must go on.
Yeah, it was a unique experience. I get to watch the Phillies live. You know,
that was fun. It is fun. Like right now, the Mets just scored. They got second and third with 2 outs. Soto's on the hill.
Because Soto's in. I do respect Thompson for pulling Taiwan early and not keeping him in for one inning too long. But we'll see if this game ties up here. Maybe Mets take the lead. I hope not.
And we were just ripping Nemo, and he just got a hit.
McNeil got a hit.
Nemo.
Oh, Nemo. I thought you were.
What did I say?
You're saying Nemo, isn't it? Nemo.
It's Brandon Nemo.
Say, what's that? What's that movie?
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
With all the clownfish.
Oh boy, here comes another run for the Mets. Throw him out. Oh boy, 1-run ball game with 2 outs. Soto's blowing it.
And I was giving Mr. Met a bunch of crap. By the way,
oh, that's a tie game. Tie game. They scored 2 on that hit.
Right as we got off the air.
Great. Yeah, let's clap it up for Gregory Soto, everyone.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mr. Met's laughing right now.
By far the worst reliever in our
Boys,
bullpen.
we're gonna win this game.
I think.
All right, guys. Great show. As always, I appreciate you. We appreciate going on the mound every Sunday throughout the baseball season with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Market. Don't forget to get down there and get your orange juice. Freshly squeezed orange juice, 12 ounces of liquid sunshine down there at Blitz's. Also, get into Randazzo's. Go out to dinner night at La Scala's,
La Barca.
Yeah, get down.
Shout out to Mike Gill for calling from London.
Yeah, I want to thank Mike Gill for making a call from London across the pond. Thanks, Danny. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, Billy.
You guys read some.
Yeah, we did good.
I can't even breathe. Andrew, great job.
Need to get you to urgent care.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Thanks for making the Locker Room part of your Sunday.
Because
nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Stay tuned. You'll keep watch the Phillies. They're going to come back.
Game 2.
Yeah, and I'll see you guys next week right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
Are you already doing digital advertising sales? Do you know all about targeted displays, social media marketing, the latest in SEM, and behavioral targeting? If so, you could be Town Square Media's new advertising sales star. We are looking for passionate sales professionals to join our media and digital advertising team. If